What's going on, YouTube? What's happening? Brother 19 here, back at y'all with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit your notification bell, and drop as many comments as you can down below. Like and share video. Woo-wee! Hope everybody is blessed today. Hope everybody's doing good today. Got another good one for you. Hope you enjoy it. Topic of conversation today, you guys. It is called, "You Are the Ice That Refused to Melt." I'll repeat, you are the ice that refused to melt. You guys, let me tell you all something. Listen to me very carefully. There's a lot of people out here who want to see you melt. Just like when you put ice in a warm environment, or take it out of its cold environment and everything. You set it on a counter, set it on a table at room temperature and everything. There's a lot of people want to see you melt away. Okay? So many of us are solid people, but we get around warm-minded and people who have warm or hot intentions. Therefore, they try to melt us away because they don't like our influence. They don't like that what we talk about. Okay? When you're solid and everything, like an ice cube in a freezer and everything, you don't just melt away. Okay? It takes some time. Just like it took time for you to become solid, it's going to take time for you to melt away. Now, I did some research making this video and everything, and it said it takes, when you put water in the ice tray, it takes between 3 to 4 hours for it to become solid. Okay? Now, for us as humans, it may take us a lifetime before we become solid. Again, depending on your upbringing and race. But I'm here to tell you and everything. Understand something, you guys. Quit hanging around people who's trying to melt you away. Quit hanging around people who have evil intentions. Okay? Please pay attention. I tell y'all that all the time. Pay attention to people's actions. Pay attention to how they treat you. Okay? Please pay attention to that. Everybody don't want to see you be solid. Everybody don't want to see you make it. Everybody don't want to see you prosper out here. There are people out here that want to see you see your downfall. They want to see you fail. The choice is yours and everything. So the choice is yours, baby. You got to make up in your mind and everything. You know what it took. Because we, again, as humans, and rock with me here, we're going to back up here a little bit. First of all, the 3 states of matter, if you paid attention in science class, is solid, liquid, and gas. Okay? Solid, liquid, and gas. That's going to be more prevalent as we go along here. We all started off kind of like an ice cube did. We were liquid. Okay? We were liquid, H2O. We were liquid. But in time, we became a solid through raising, through experience, through life situations, through problems, through, failures on our end or mistakes on our end, whatever the case may be, we eventually became a solid. When you become a solid and everything, you want to stay as an ice cube. You want to stay in cold type environments, meaning you want to stay around people who keep you solid. Who want you to see you to be as hard as a rock, as hard and as tough and everything. Remember, understand something. Every bit of water that's frozen, has become frozen, ain't the same. And I'll explain that more in just a second. Every water that has become frozen is not the same, nor is it equal to. But you want to position yourself around people and everything that, again, like an ice cube, they keep you cold. When you keep an ice cube in the freezer and everything, it remains solid. Take that damn ice tray out of the freezer and let it sit at room temperature, see if it don't melt back into a liquid. Okay? Now, I gave you the foundation. Now let's break down. We're going to do some science here, but let's break it down. Okay? You ready? Ice can be broken down directly into a gas through a process called sublimation. Sublimation. Okay? Here's what I mean. There's 2 different kinds of ice out here. Just like there's 2 different kinds of people out here. Regular ice is a evolved form of liquid water, of regular water. Dry ice, on the other hand, and everything, is solid carbon dioxide. That's what dry ice is. Now, dry ice and regular ice look just alike, but understand something. and everything. One is poisonous, while the other ones and everything, it chills your drink. Make drink much more refreshing. But understand something. I said that to say this. Don't worry, I got more for you. I said that to say this and everything. Don't mistaken regular ice for dry ice. Don't mistaken people for being a friend when they really are a foe. Don't mistaken people for being your allies when they really are enemies. Okay? Please understand that, you guys. All right, let's continue on reading here. Sublimation is a phase transition where a substance changes directly from a solid to a gas, bypassing the liquid phase. That's sublimation. Okay? That's the process pretty much as an example of dry ice. Okay? Dry ice don't go back to a liquid. It turns into a gas. Regular ice turns from a solid to a liquid. Okay? Follow me here. There are people in your life, you think they're solid, but if you really spend some time with them, you'll find out how much of a poisonous gas they are to your health. You'll find out how much of a poison gas they are to your happiness, to your life. Too many of us mistaken people for being regular ice versus dry ice. Dry ice is poisonous, okay? Don't let nobody tell you different. It's poisonous. That's why you don't go put it in no great big pool, like I see a lot of these dumb people be doing, putting a bunch of it in the pool, thinking it looks cool and everything. That's going to turn into a gas, not a liquid. And that gas is poison. It's carbon dioxide, people. We can't breathe carbon dioxide. We're human. We'll die. Now, you ready? Let's see some examples of sublimation. Sublimation. Air freshener. The thing that smells good, the spray. I had some around here. I don't know what the hell I did with it and everything. But air freshener, it keeps the room smelling good. That's an example. That's an example. One of many examples. Now, I just said this, but I'm going to remind you again. Dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide, while regular ice is just frozen water. Okay? Now, some of the benefits you have of putting ice into your water or whatever beverage you have and everything, it causes it to be refreshed. It causes it to be more palatable to drink, more refreshing, all the good benefits. But when you try putting some damn dry ice in your water and everything, you might as well be handing yourself a damn death certificate. Okay? Because it's going to poison the hell out of you. Ready for this one? 330,000 people die each year for eating too much sugar. Whether that's drinking beverages or any food that they be eating, 330,000 people die each year from drinking sugar. From eating sugar or drinking, eating foods or drinking foods. Everything that has sugar in them. That's a high sugar content. You ready? 1.89 million people die from eating too much salt. Sugar and salt look just alike. Sugar and salt dress up just alike. But yet, they have two different effects. One is more potent and dangerous than the other. Just like dry ice and regular ice. Okay? Remember I told you guys, your enemy and your ally will often look alike. They will often think alike. They will often dress alike. But what makes them distinct from each other is that they have different intentions. They have different consequences and everything if you go with them. Anybody with a brain knowing everything, there are different consequences if you go with Satan. There's great things that's going to happen. Nothing but beautiful things going to happen if you go with God. Okay? But Satan knows he has to try to deceive you into thinking that he's God. Okay? Always understand something. Lies comfort people. Lies comfort people. But the truth convicts people. That's why people get their little ass in the knot and everything when you be spitting some real shit. Because it convicts them. And people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear it. but yet they always asking for it. So I'm here to tell you this. How long are you going to keep letting people like dry ice that you think is regular water keep hanging in your circle? How long you going to keep staying with somebody who's nothing more than a big ass glass of salt, but yet they present themselves as a nice little teaspoon of sugar? How long you going to keep letting somebody be a hazard to your health like dry ice is, all because they claim that they're here to refresh your life? They claim, again, like regular water, they're here to refresh. See, here's the thing. Back up here. Thing I want you to catch. Regular water reverts back to its first stage. Regular ice, reverts back to its regular stage as water. If dry ice don't revert back to its stage as water, it reverts back to, it goes into a gas. Again, dry ice reverts back to gas, whereas regular water reverts back to, regular ice reverts back to water. Here's what I want you to catch. If somebody's not who they claim to be, you're going to see that gas come up from their life. You're going to see that gas have an effect on your life like dry ice do. But if they're solid like ice, regular ice now, and they revert back to water, meaning they still in their purest form, meaning they still real with you. Again, whether you're up, whether you're down, whether you got it going on, you ain't got shit going on. That's the difference. That's the difference. Remember, the dry ice is contaminated. The dry ice is making itself look to you like it's it's fresh, like it's not harmful, like you don't have ill will or ill intentions to your body. I think you need to take a closer inventory of people in your life. I know they look solid. I know they look like they started off as water and mutated into some ice. But understand something. They didn't. They're there to destroy you. They're there to mess your life up. You need to take a huge inventory again of the people that you have in your life. Again, dry ice kills people. Sodium and sodium kills more people than sugar do. But yet, if you put both of them next to each other, the only really way, unless you're some freaky scientist or something, the only real way you can tell the difference between salt and sugar and everything, you got to taste it. And notice what effect it have on your body. Again, 1.89 people die each year for too much sodium intake. Or 330,000 people die each year for too much sugar. Which one, based off those numbers, which one you think is more deadly to you? Again, people oftentimes appear to you like a big ass bag of sugar, when they ain't nothing more than a cup of salt. Let me ask you something. If you drink, or if you try to consume a full cup of sugar in this basic form, and then go try to take a full cup of salt and everything in this basic form, what you think's gonna happen? You're gonna feel the effects of it. I promise you, you will. The point I'm making is to you guys. Don't let nobody melt you away. You knew what it took for you to become a solid, a regular piece of ice. You knew what it took to become that. Don't let nobody melt your dreams away back to water. I mean, you're going backwards. You're going backwards. Okay? Again, when you put water, regular water, in an ice tray and you put it in the freezer, notice when that cold environment and everything, it forms your solid. That coldness I'm talking about is relates to us as humans. And if they follow me here, as relates to us as humans and everything, the teaching that your parents gave you, the experience that your life gave you, like I told you before, your people, stuff that you've been through yourself, stuff that God himself has taught you or brought you through. That's what makes you solid. See, people ain't been through that phase. A lot of people ain't been through that phase. They don't know what it is and everything. See, they always had somebody to fight their battles for them, but tell you don't know how to fight. They always had somebody that speak up for them and everything when you had to explain every damn thing to everybody because nobody spoke up for you. That's why I tell you, everybody that look alike ain't alike. Again, you think they solid. You think they down for you. You think they care something about you. When all the while, they're just waiting. They're just waiting to turn from what you thought was a solid. They waiting to turn it to gas, to a poison. There are people that are poisoning your life right now. And they're trying to poison your ass. Question is, are you going to catch it before it happens? I always tell you guys, a snake is not dangerous to you until it gets in reaching distance of you. I don't care how poisonous it is. I don't care how poisonous it is. If it can't reach you, then the snake ain't no threat. But in order for it to reach you, it got to look like you. It got to talk like you, act like you. Again, salt, sugar, dry ice, regular ice. All four look just alike. Look just alike, but have different effects when consumed, when brought up in an environment. Again, water start off as water. Put it in the freezer, it becomes a solid. Regular ice don't go into a gas. It don't. Because that's not how it was designed. Follow me here. That's not how it was designed. But carbon dioxide frozen, it will result back into a gas because it was designed that way. There are people they're designed to poison your life. There are family members that are designed to try to wreck your life or throw you off course. Believe it or not, there might be somebody you married to or have kids by are designed to poison your life. Or they want to be the heat or the fire in the room to try to melt you away. Again, they know their time is up. They know that they ain't going nowhere or doing anything better. But because they see you solid, because they see you and everything trying to get to that next level, here they come with all this heat. Here they come with all this fire trying to melt you away. Because they spend their damn life dry ice don't know what it means to be a liquid. It don't know what it means to be a liquid. But regular ice do. So I'm just here to tell you, everybody in your life ain't solid. And everybody in your life ain't who they appear to be. So please pay attention. Again, dry ice in sublimation, it goes into a gas. And you put a bunch of people in a room full of dry ice and it starts turning into a gas, you can poison everybody in that room. But you put some regular ice into a pool or a drink, it does nothing but enhance. See, if you're a cup of water, you need somebody in your life that's going to be that ice that refresh you. Be that ice to help you pick up your life. Be that ice to help you get back on track. Again, refresher, help you out, mentor you, and everything. You need somebody like that that's going to bring that refresh. You don't need nobody and everything that if you put them in the glass, again, you the water, if you put them in the glass and everything, like dry ice, they're going to poison you. So I'm just telling you. Choice is yours, baby. Remember, I can help you. I can try to speak with you. But I can't pour water into a cracked glass. Because that water ain't going to do nothing but spill on the ground. You got to be solid. You got to be solid out here. Don't be fooled by this nonsense in this world. Don't be fooled by the bullshit you see going on in this world. Remain solid. Stay with God. Don't follow after material shit. Stay with God. Know your place. Know your value. Do you even know your value? You don't know how great you are. You don't know how blessed you are. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. God didn't bring you this far or bring you out of that struggle and everything to toss your ass and everything on the counter and watch you melt away. Remember, just like life is a process, so is that. You started off as a little splash of water. But as you got bigger, the puddle got bigger. As you got smarter and everything, the puddle got bigger. As you've been through some real hell. So a lot of people ain't really been through a lot of shit. But they always can tell you how to operate in shit that they ain't never been a part of. When you get that knowledge and you get that wisdom, you put it all together. Stick your ass in that damn freezer. And now you're solid. And you got everybody who trying to act like fire, and they trying to melt you away. Because they don't want to see that. Because here's the thing. Now that you became a solid, they worried that you might refresh somebody else's glass. They worried that you might bless somebody else. You might teach somebody and show somebody the right way. That's why they want to melt you away. So I'm just telling you. It's a lot of dry ice people out here. It's a lot of dry ice people. There's a lot of salt people out here. Again, salt and sugar look just alike. Regular ice and dry ice look just alike. I'm just telling you. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Do you want to be refreshed? Or you want to keep getting let somebody in your life poison you? Keep letting somebody in your life bringing you stress. Understand something, y'all. When somebody keep bringing you stress, arguing every day, being ungrateful, don't appreciate what you got, you trying to help them and everything, taking you for granted, they might as well be dry ice in your life. They might as well be. Because stress is a silent killer. People giving you headaches and migraines. You got to take medicine just to cope living with them. That's dry ice. That's salt. Remember, if you taste sugar, it tastes sweet. But if you taste salt, it tastes bitter. But yet they look just alike. I love you. I care about you. Do you really? Really ask yourself that question. Who in your life really do love you? And who been sitting back here bullshitting you all your life? How many dry ice people you know that have done nothing since they've been in your life but bring poison to your body, poison to your happiness, poison to your home, poison to your marriage, poison to your relationship? How many damn people in your life you know that are like that? When you gonna get rid of them? When you gonna get rid of them? Remember, I don't even want solid people around me. I only deal with solid people. I have a very small circle. Again, like I said, I'm like a glass of water. If you ain't putting some ice in my glass, meaning to refresh, to replenish me, to speak good to me, or help me, or educate me and everything, get the hell out of here. I'm gonna throw that shit out. Some of y'all drinking poison right now and don't know it. Don't even know it. Some of y'all are mistaken people. Because they related to you, you think they love you and care about you. I told y'all before. I'm going to tell you again. Success don't bring people that love you. Success don't bring people that care about you. Success brings attention. It brings attention. It brings leeches. It brings thieves. It brings people who don't care nothing about you, who got ill intentions. Remember, when you didn't have shit with nobody around you, but all of a sudden God get to blessing you and picking you back up. Now you somebody. Now everybody want to be around you. They can't see you miles away. They can see you miles away when you got money, but when you don't have money, they can't even see you standing next to them. She didn't want to give you a number when you didn't have shit, but she expect you to ask for her number. Now you got shit. Like I said. Get rid of dry ice people. Again, they look solid. Get rid of dry ice people. Because they ain't there, but their only reason why they're there is to poison you. Get rid of people who look like sugar. They're not there to sweeten the deal. They're not here to help you get through school or get through life. They're not here to help you, single parent mother or single parent father, to help you raise your child. They're not there for that. Because I promise you, once you realize it, again, once you taste that salt, you're going to find out, once you taste that white something, you're going to find out that it ain't nothing but salt. And we all know salt is bitter as hell. And it kills more people than sugar. Choice is yours. The choice is yours. Hope you guys got something out of this. Hope y'all understood where I was coming from. Hope I wasn't, too all over the place and nothing like that. But I was just trying to get you guys to understand. Don't let nobody melt your dreams away. Don't let nobody try to silence you because you're speaking some real shit that people don't want to hear but need to hear. The choice is yours. It's a lot of dry ice people out here. Again, in order for dry ice to take form down to a gas where it becomes carbon dioxide, it's called sublimation. Sublimation. It's 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Think about that. You start off as a liquid, work your way to a solid, work your way to a gas. If you're water, if you're pure, that's how it would go. But the gas, that would have to be carbon dioxide. Again, regular ice don't form and don't go into a gas. That alone should tell you something right there. But carbon dioxide do. And it is poisonous. All right? I hope y'all got some out of this. Y'all be blessed. I appreciate you guys. Remember, don't let nobody melt you away. You became solid, not overnight. You became solid over the trials and tribulations you've been through. I keep telling you, everybody ain't been through that. Everybody ain't been through what you've been through. Everybody didn't survive. Matter of fact, give yourself a hug. Thank God and thank yourself every day you wake up and everything. Given all the bullshit you done overcome. Always, you guys, appreciate yourself. Because although other people won't, but appreciate yourself. All right? Choice is yours. Be blessed. Take care.